not a thing. Fat people made that up. That's a race card with no race.
Yeah, but I couldn't fit into a store. That's discrimination.
No. That means you're too fat and you should stop eating. Everybody just needs to make more sense.
Hey everyone. It's been a long day, and we've been through a lot of trying times, so I'm not going to go and dwell too much on this, but I do think it deserves a little bit of attention. And if you haven't been introduced to Nicole Arbour, well, congratulations. You are better for it, and I envy you. So teach me your secret, I suppose. That's all that can really be said about this. She's a Canadian comedian, in the same way that Steven Crowder is a comedian. She likes her shock comedy. She became very, very popular in both the United States and Canada for her fat-shaming videos, of which, you know, the idea is basically like, it's that old adage, you know, it's very, very unhealthy to be fat, and so what's wrong about me saying don't be fat? So, you know, checkmate libs. There you go. So, I don't know why this popped up in my purview. It just did. Bill Gates has been the subject of a lot of people's ire lately, and I think they have umbrage with the fact that he is very big on vaccinations. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. It kind of overlaps with the anti-vax crowd, but I was exposed to this for the first time when I went on to that Q&A where I was told I had breedable features, and I was asked if I would breed the master race and things like this, but I was also asked at that time whether or not I knew Bill Gates was actually trying to vaccinate African children to murder them, to commit some kind of mass African genocide, which there's a lot of things that you can be mad at Bill Gates for. A lot. Quite a bit. In fact, just go watch Thought Slime's video on Bill Gates. That'll give you a great summary of all the shitty things he's done throughout his life. But his whole, I don't know, altruistic second half of his life has not exactly been something that's really easy to always vilify, because he genuinely has done some pretty incredible things with his vast wealth. Not that I'm saying billionaires should exist. They should not abolish all billionaires. Well, that's where we stand on this show. But I have never, ever thought for a second that Bill Gates is trying to eradicate the black race with vaccinations. But anyways, I'm committing to listening and learning more about systemic racism and what I can do with my actions and words to help create a more equal and just future. Black Lives Matter responds with, okay, step 1, stop using little black kids to test your vaccine on. Unfortunately, because she's a comedian, and I guess, I mean, this is going to be me throwing stones in my own house. She has the ability to hide behind the banner of, you know, it's a joke. It's a joke for the lulz. And obviously, I mean, I don't want to say that I'm above reproach, because I too try to label myself as, you know, the laughy laugh, the jokey joke. We're called, what is it, lul cows or lul breasts or something. I forget what the current 4chan description of us is. We need to be milked is basically what they like to say. So anyways, she's got a long history of these kind of things, right? But anyways, yeah, so she's and she's got this whole, yeah, exactly. If anyone's watched this is cringe as fuck, by the way. This is going to be a total side note.
So do theirs. So do theirs.
In one ear only, by the way.
Stop treating us like animals and thugs, and start treating us with some respect. That's what we're here today to say. We've been left out of the conversation. We've been vilified. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Trying to make us embarrassed of our profession. 375 million interactions. Overwhelmingly positive. Nobody talks about all the police officers that were killed in the last week in the United States of America, and there were a number of them. We don't condone Minneapolis. We roundly reject what he did as disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not what we do. It's not what police officers do. Our legislators abandoned us. The press is vilifying us. Well, you know what, guys? I'm proud to be a cop, and I'm going to...
I think you're vilifying yourselves, because I've said before, you're doing a great job. You're recruiting radicals at such an alarming rate right now. I mean, every time we turn on the internet, it's just like, oh, look, the police are beating in people's skulls, and oh, look, they're attacking a pregnant woman, and that's That's not the things you should be doing. But anyways, yeah, Nicole Arbour. She's a defender. She's basically the Lorax for black people, standing out and talking about not wanting them to be vaccinated and all that wonderful stuff. So let's check out some of her content.
We don't have a problem that's black versus white. We have people versus the issue. Becky's business guide for black people, because maybe it's racism and maybe it's economic injustice that we never corrected from slavery. I think it's that one, and I have solutions. I know how much you love white women telling you what to do. Or maybe you just like us talking. Or maybe it's just because you like our mouths. Which is weird because we don't have lips. I had to buy these. Kylie Jenner style. I apologize for my set. I used to have twinkle lights back here, but they were stolen during the riots. I'm sure George Floyd's...
Dude, to get it, everyone, it's a bit. She's doing it. She's doing a bit. So that's what we're dealing with here.
Family needed them, though. I'm not racist. That's how that worked, right? Okay, here we go. Not racist. Step 1, stop signing shitty contracts with old white guys. Let's talk business. I know that cultural appropriation seems like really annoying, but it wouldn't be as annoying if you were making fat money from it. Hey, just saying. When black artists own their own work and designs and creativity and IP, as they should, the black community will continue to benefit from it. But if you keep signing shitty contracts with old white dudes who own your masters, you're fucked. Even if you have a hit record, you end up broke in a couple years like most rappers. Don't take the advance and buy chains. Own your masters. You have a following. Brands will give you chains for free. Marketing. Cultural appropriation is your friend. White people love your shit, as we should. If your number one export is your awesome culture, you'd be silly not to sell it.
And I mean, she's not just this subversive and hilarious when it comes to her takes, which are very nice and nuanced in the African-American community. She of course, is most famous for this one, which is Dear Fat People, which, don't worry, we're not going to listen to too much of it. But this is the one that really got the internet in an uproar and solidified her as one of the better faces of conservative comedians.
Here today. You don't know if this is hairspray or semen. Dear fat people.
Some people are already really mad at this video.
What are you gonna do, fat people? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna chase me? Really? You gonna chase me? It's gonna be like fucking Frankenstein. I can get away from you by walking at a reasonable pace. Frankenstein? Not so fast. Zombies have apparently gotten faster. I watched like 3 episodes of The Walking Dead, and not being slow myself in the brain, realized that every single episode is exactly the same. Oh no, they need something, but it's all the way over there, where the zombies are. Fat shaming is not a thing. Fat people made that up. That's the race card with no race.
Yeah, but I couldn't fit into a store. That's discrimination.
No, that means you're too fat and you should stop eating. Everybody just needs to make more sense.
So, libs, y'all be triggered yet? Are you triggered? Okay, cool. So, comedy achieved, +1, achievement unlocked. You can already hear that little sound that just pops up at the very top. You know the Xbox sound. Yeah, it's happening. It's the same thing with Steven Crowder, by the way. I mean, the bar is so low. Wow, is it low? It's fucking on the floor. It's just like it's not even there. You know, I like, all I need to do is just start spouting whatever comes into my mind from, I don't know, my high school days, and then that comedy again, achievement unlocked. And by the way, you haven't seen the worst one yet, chat. Oh no, we're building up to it. Yeah, you could have had Candy, but instead you're gonna see her parody of This Is America. Yeah, it's gonna be This Is America, the musical. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
I'm not talking about people who have a little bit of cushion for the pushing. And if there's people watching this with a specific health condition, this is not aimed at you. I'm talking about the 35% of North Americans who are obese. That means you are so fat, you are affecting your own health. Big boned isn't a thing. How stupid do I look? Don't answer that. There are no fucking skeletons that look like the Michelin Man. Fat shaming. Who came up with that? That's fucking brilliant. Yes, shame people who have bad habits until they fucking stop. Fat shaming.
Oh man, so many libs triggered. She turned off the likes and dislikes. What comments are turned off? But what about the free marketplace of ideas? How are you going to allow all those high-level ideas if you turn off the comment section and you don't allow for likes and dislikes? What's going on there? I don't know. Still, 14 million views. Nice. Good job. I mean, we should all be so lucky. Oh, whoa, sorry, that was sped up. We can't rush through this. Come on, y'all don't want to rush through this. We need to slow it down. I should actually play this at like a quarter speed, because that way this 3 minutes, we can extend this. 4 minutes. We can make this a whole 16-minute segment. How about that, eh?
Oh, that was my. This was my vocals, though, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
We just wanna be pretty, pretty, that's the goal. We just want his money, get him and be whole. We just want his money, get him and be whole.
This is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you slipping up. Hey, come on. This is America. We'll say North America. Look how we living now. The boys could be tripping now. This is America. Got rape in my area. You got a drain? Yeah. The roofies got into your cuz. Hey, this is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you hoeing up.
Is this the award for the most tone deaf parody in the history of the internet? Do they get this award? Is this going to be bestowed? Because I would say it's got to be up there. I don't know what else would be in the running that's anywhere close to this. Maybe nothing even comes to mind. You know? I mean, yes, tone deaf, vocally deaf. It's just, yeah, it's absolutely atrocious. But here's the thing, right? Take everything that the original This Is America is about, right? Systemic racism, deep rooted historical racism, disenfranchisement of the African American people of the United States, the cyclical process that involves, such as the children on the top watching this from above, filming the entire thing as this continues to perpetuate this endless cycle of violence and torture and dehumanization. What an incredible, brilliant song. Just absolutely stunning. It's just a work of art, solidifying Childish Gambino as not only an incredible writer, an incredible actor, but also, maybe the first Renaissance man in existence, the first real one. I mean, it's definitely not going to be Franco. I mean, Franco just turned out to be kind of a diddler. So instead we have Childish Gambino. Mwah. So now I'm going to take all of that and throw it out the window and turn it into something else entirely. Oh, and yes, thank you, Atlanta. Brilliant. I love that show.
Yeah, I'm too bold like. Yeah. We're all too old like. Yeah. We're not allowed to age like. What the fuck?
Which is also kind of interesting because I was wondering, you're in these hardcore conservative circles. So that's kind of the niche you've crafted for yourself. And now you've gone from basically fat shaming, as well as like a whole host of other things, to this, which I guess you're trying to make a critique of I would say the patriarchy, right? This is a critique of, the entrenched difficulties that women face and their systemic oppression. So I say that's an interesting take on the whole thing, basically flipping the whole thing on its head. And even then, you're failing horribly at it. Like, absolute train wreck across the board.
This is America. Don't catch you shining now. Don't catch you shining now. Look what you're doing now. Oh, this is America. Smile for the camera. Come on, girl, where's your teeth? That pill will take care of ya. Look how I'm spitting truth. Ow, I'm so trendy. Yeah, I wear Fendi. Yeah, I'm so sexy. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, watch me move. Yeah, these my titties. That's my tool. I'm being childish. Gambino. This shit's fire. But you knew.
Okay, sorry, that broke me. I wanted to do this as some weird kind of punishment, but that pun, that moment, that's it. Like I'm maxed. That's the limit of it. so bad. But hey, let's put a cork on this. I want to thank BlackGoat666. You can find him at youtube.com/BlackGoat666 for pointing this out, because apparently she's also a horrifying joke thief. So let's check this out. Hey, Nicole Arbour, remember when you used to force hosts to introduce you as the world's sexiest comedian, but no one would because you weren't sexy or a comedian? Hashtag facts are facts. Like, literally one time, Caroline Ray extremely graciously introduced you as Canada's sexiest comedian, and you wouldn't come out because she didn't say the word worlds. Caroline freaking Rea. Imagine being so full of yourself, your stage name was 6 words long. Comedians, feel free to post your Nicole Arbour stories below. Keep them coming. She was in a bar this one time at the Thompson. She demanded they give her a free booze and a booth, as she was a famous and bringing people in by being there. She was trashed, and by the way after a few drinks, girl was a hot mess, more mess than hot. It's all makeup. The bar manager laughed at her face and said, "Who are you?" That was 2 years ago. Before I started stand-up, I went to Yucks for support of a friend at the showcase in Brisbane. Nicole was showcasing that night, easily the least funny person. Her act was stripping down to a bra and panties for no discernible reason. It worked, of course. Somewhere in my first year of comedy, I did a show that invited friends out. I want to say it was Comedy Brawl, and she was the feature. Afterwards, all my friends thought I was on my way to Canadian fame because the comedy from TV bombed and I didn't. Well, yeah, I mean, it's sad, but that's just another little part in Canadian history, I guess. Another sad little part of Canadian history.
Hey friend, thanks for watching. Before we bombard you with all of our shameless links, we want you to bombard us. Do you have a worker co-op business or local union you'd like us to advertise at the end of our episode for free? So, if you'd like ears on your worker co-op, go down to weareserfs.com. And while you're there, join the Discord because it's filled with righteous guys, gals, and MPals. Finally, come check us out on Twitch Live 5 days a week by going to twitch.tv/thesurftv. Yeah. To our lords, Ricky Pilgrim, I'm Raft, Tomospone, Nine Tails Cosmic Fox, Hans Josephine, and Corpse Harvester, we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our Knights of the Round Table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Byte, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Clement Chetskoff, Cooper Pilot, aka the Man with Large Balls, Political Puppy, Nick Davis, Ali May, and Alan R., we salute you. And to our many merchants and farmers, you have our undying loyalty.